This video is all about how to multiply by tens. It's really kind of easy once you know the zero trick. Let's start by multiplying 20 times 4. So when you first look at that, you think, oh, there's no way I'm going to figure out how to multiply 20 times 4. Well, some of you will. Some of you spiffy people will do this. You'll go 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20, because that's exactly what that means. 20 times 4 means 4 20s. And so some of you will say 20 plus 20 is 40, 40 plus another 20 is 60, 60 plus another 20 is 80. But now I want to show you an easier. Let's do our 20 times 4 again. There's a little bit of an easier way, and it has to do with that 0. If any time you have a multiple of 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 80, anytime you have a multiple of 10 with this 0 here, if you ignore the 0 at first and pretend it's not there, and you do a normal multiplication problem, 2 times 4, it makes it much easier to manage. So 2 times 4 is the same as 4 plus 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. Now I'm going to take that 0 and I'm going to put it back. So 2 times 4 is 8, but 20 times 4 is 80. Let's try that one more time. A different one. Let's try 50 times 8. So to try to do 50 times 8, the old way we would have to do 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50. I have to count my 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 50 plus 50. So there's our old way of figuring things out. The new way, if we take that 0 and we don't look at it at first, take it out of there, we turn this problem into 5 times 8. That is much easier to figure out. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, another 5, another 5, another 5. Let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5 times 8 is 40, but 50, let's put our 0 back in now. 50 times 8 is 400. So it has to do with the 0. Let's do another one. Here we go. Let's make another one. Let me see if I can make this one a little bit harder. 80 times 6. A little bit harder. So the traditional way to do it would be to do 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, because 80 times 6 is really saying 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80. 6 times. And so then we have to do it this old way where we know all of those zeros would equal 0. But then now we've got to figure out all these 8s. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. But if we kind of take this little trick, if you get rid of the 0 at first, now we're just worrying about the 8s. And I know 8 plus 8 is 16, plus another 8 equals 24, plus another 8 equals 32. I had to think about that one. Plus another 8, 40, plus another 8, 48. So let's count and make sure I have the right 8. I have 1 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 8 or 8 times 6 equals 48. So if I put my original problem back, 80 times 6, and I put 48, now I have to put the 0 back. So 80 times 6 equals 480. Now let's do another one. 30 times 6. Now you try. Pause the video. Go ahead. Pause the video. No cheating. Pause the video now and figure it out on a piece of paper. Okay, did you figure it out on a piece of paper? Okay, let's try. See if you did it right. 30 times 6. So, I'm going to pretend that that 0 is not there. And I'm going to try to just do 3 times 6. Much easier for me to think about because the numbers are smaller. 6 plus 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 more is 18. So 3 times 6 is 18. That means that 30 times 6 is, what do I have to put right here? What am I missing? What do I have to put? Did you do it on your paper? I hope so. I have to put my 0 back. So 30 times 6 is 180. I hope you got it. Now practice some more. Make up your own, fill up the rest of the paper you just worked on, staple it to your homework, and bring it back to school.